Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and a debut constructor again today. Melvyn Mainini has written to us. He's a pharmacy student. He's been enjoying the channel. It's reawakened his love for Sudoku, and he's started compiling a few, and this one was quite popular with the people he sent it to, so he's forwarded it on to us and we're going to give it a go. I will get to that in a minute. First of all, there is more content on the channel than usual. We posted today a video of my solve of the Financial Times crossword. Now, this was a significant Financial Times crossword in that it appeared in a photograph in a tweet sent by Steve Martin from the set of his TV show, where Sting had been impressing him and Selena Gomez and Martin Short with his solving of the puzzle. So that's on the channel. If you just click on Cracking the Cryptic below, you'll be able to see my solve of that puzzle. We don't know yet how fast Sting solved it, or whether I was quicker or not. Who knows? But I do briefly explain the clues as we go through them. So anybody interested in cryptic crosswords, that's a bit of a plus for you today. Also, we have published the solution to the Spy Games puzzle hunt by Van Veenendaal, which has been on the Patreon website for a couple of months. So for $3 patrons, the solution document to that is available on Patreon as well, in case you had a go at that. We did have a lovely letter from somebody who got permission to use it at their workplace, and everybody at the workplace was delighted with this unusual diversion and asking where they could get more like it. So thanks to Jurka for that. Now, there's also our apps. A new one, we are announcing that the next app that we produce, it will be some time away, but it will be Arrow Sudoku. We've also been working on hints for the update to the Miracle app, which has been due for a little while, and there'll be 20 more miracle puzzles, which always feature non-consecutive constraints. They're not all anti-knight and anti-king. There's a mixture of other constraints together with non-consecutive, so it'll be an interesting variety. I mean, the Miracle app has much more variety within it in some ways than the others. So that'll be coming soon for those who have that app, 20 more puzzles. And back to today's then. This, as I say, is from Melvyn Mainini. I've never seen this rule set before. I've never seen this many black and red dots since the last time I looked directly at the sun and then closed my eyes. This is a bit of a conundrum here. What have we got though? What we have is every time that two cells that are horizontal neighbors have the cell on the left being bigger, there is a dot. If the cell on the left is bigger than the cell on the right by an odd number, the dot is black. If the cell on the left is bigger than the cell on the right by an even number, the dot is red. So this must be an even number. Must be an odd number, because red marks a difference that's even and one is odd, so that must be an odd number. If there is no dot marked, then the cell on the left is smaller than the cell on the right, so there is a negative constraint over the dots as well. So I've never seen that rule set before. I'm interested to see how it plays. I have no idea about the difficulty on this one. You will have more idea than I do because you will have seen the video length, but do give it a try on the link below the video, and I'm going to start now. So let's get cracking. Right, and 7 on the right. Now red is an even difference, so that has to be a 9. So one of these is a 9. It's not that one because that's lower than 7, so we get 9 here. This is an even number, 4, 6, or 8. I doubt that it can be 4. I suppose I could parity color the whole grid. I don't know if that's going to be the way to go about it. So red is staying consistent in terms of parity. That's kind of worth knowing. When two cells are connected by a red, they're the same parity. Yeah, I can only do it in rows, can't I? That's quite interesting. I think I will parity color the grid. There's the decision time. Hopefully it's not going to obscure any of the dots. But let's go as usual, O for orange and for odd, and therefore even is going to be blue. And where they are connected by red dots, they stay the same. Where they are connected by blue dots, they change parity. That's, I think, the simplest way to go about. And by black dots, did I say blue dots? I think I did. Idiot. Right, where they're connected by black dots, they change parity. So that's blue, they're both orange. We don't know there, that's blue. That's, both of those are blue. We don't have any, yeah, one more cell connected already. Now, can we deduce anything? Yes, these have to be the same because they will change with every black dot. So they have to be the blue ones to make up 4 blue odd even numbers in the box. Here, those are different. These are different. No, I don't think I can tell which way round they go. So I might just, ooh, they're all different. So 2 of these are odd and 2 are even. And these 2 are the same, so they can't be even anymore just by the count. What I'm saying is one of those is even and one is odd because of the black dot. The same is true there. That uses up 3 evens for the row, and these 2 are the same, so they can't both be even anymore. Yeah, both of those use up even digits as well because of this black dot being an even and an odd. So these 2 are odd, and actually that then lets us deduce that those 2 are odd and these 2 are even. Now, can we do anything in the columns? Not really yet. We've got 3 blues, 2, 2. Okay, so let's do some actual solving now. Now, we're highest over here, so 8 or 6. Yeah, it can't go 4, 3, 2 because there's already a 3 in the row. So, and it can't go 8, 7, 6 because there's a 7 in the box. Not 3, 2, I mistyped, sorry. Now that's below 7, so that's 6, 4 or 2. So 8 is definitely in one of these cells by Sudoku. This is therefore 4 or 2. Not surprising as it's smaller than this, which is 1 or 7. Clearly not 1, sorry, I was looking at 3, 9 and 5 in the column, but it's higher than that number, so it's not 1. So now that's a higher odd number, that's 9. The last 2 odd numbers in the row must be 5 and 1 in that order. This is bigger than 5, so it must be 8. This is bigger than 3, so it must be 4. And this is a 2. It's nice logic. I quite like the way this works, I must say. Entertaining stuff. Now this is an even number higher than 3. That's not very helpful. This is an even number lower than 7, but not 2. So 4 or 6 there, 4, 6 or 8 there. Now we've got 5, 3 and 1 to, we've got that 1 telling me which one of these is a 1. The 3 reveals the order of those. That 5 does neither the 5 nor the 3 sorts out any of these at all. That can't be 5 anymore though. So that's a 5. That is even because of the count in the row, and that's 4, 6 or 8. And now remember the negative constraint, which I had forgotten. This now has to be lower than that, doesn't it? So that's going to make things considerably easier than I had been appreciating, actually. Should have remembered that negative constraint and didn't. But that's going to make a big difference to the solving of this puzzle. Now, deploying it in the right places might get interesting. So we've got 2, 6 and 9 to go in here. Well, obviously this is the lowest of a run of 4 numbers, 3 of which are the same. So can't be 9. These must all be even. That one's odd. That's obviously got to be 2 now. 4, that's 6 or 8. We've got all the evens in column 4 now, so those 2 are odd. These 2 aren't 2. These two are different from each other, which isn't all that helpful. 4, 2, 1, don't know which this is. Again, I should be applying, I don't know quite where to apply that constraint though. Right, now, 6, 9, 7, 5. So 8 here has to be on the left of all of these black dots somewhere, because it's got to be higher than whatever else is in its row or column. Ah, but this is not higher than 5, so okay. 4 has to be up here, but it could actually be there with a lower number there. Ah, okay, I don't know exactly how. Oh, how many evens do I need in this box? That's a better question. 1 there, so that's 2. So 2 of these are even. They must be spaced out. So that one's odd. Don't know with those two. Does that make this 8? This is less than 4 because there's no dot. So that's 1 or 3. That is a useful use of the negative constraint. This still could be 2 though. So it's 2 or 6. No, it's not 6. There's a 6 in the box. Right. It can't be 8. Sorry, I'm losing control of my buttons. 2, 1, 3. That must be right. Now, still got 8 and 4 to place here. The 4 has to be up there, so this is 8. Yes. Okay, so I don't know which is the 4. This is bigger than 2 though, it's the only odd number that can fit there. So now we have 4 and 1 to put in, and we know the order from the dot. Okay, so let's keep colouring, not just for OCD purposes, but also because it might actually help us solve things. 9, 6, and 7. This can't be 9 because it's smaller than that. And they're different parities. So that can't be 6 anyway. 9 and 6 and 7 there. We can orange the odds. We can blue the evens. This is less than 6 and not 4. We have 5, 6, and 9 here and no dots, so they must ascend. That's a simple way of looking at this. 7 and 8 here, same sort of thing. I'll get back to the colouring in a moment. I don't think it's really going to be all that actually helpful anymore. Now we're kind of onto the puzzle. 6 is bigger than that, so that's 3. The dots barely help there because they're different parities, and 9 and 8 are the highest numbers. Ah, this has to be bigger than 6 or 8. So it's odd, and it can't be 9. That's pretty clear. This has to be bigger than that. Can't be 4 anymore. So 1 and 4 there. Now, what have we got up here? That is smaller than this. So it doesn't stop it being a 4 actually. But these are all different successively. No, I don't know how to use that either. We've got 1, 2, 4, 5, and 8 to place. 2, 4, 5, and 4, 5, 8. 4 and 8 are already in that column, so that has to be the 5. That means this must be the 1. And they're all different parities. Oh yes, well that's clear. So this is also even. That must be the 2, 4, and 8. That works fine. 2, 8, 3. That sorts out the 4, 2 pair. This is an interesting idea. Now we do know which way round these are because there's no dot. That's 6 naked single. 8 and 3 we can do. Now we have 2, 8, 9 here. Let's just fill in the triples. 7, 3, 6. We can actually just do those from the 3, 6, and 6 over here. Now 3 is smaller than that, so it's not 2. 6 is bigger than that, so it is 2. 2 is smaller than that, so it's not 1. Okay, well, I mean, I could probably do those now, but I'll come back to them in a moment. We have a 2 and a 5 to place here. I think regular Sudoku will probably finish pretty much everything off. Actually, useful black dot makes that a 9, 9 and 8, 9 and 8. And this one wasn't too difficult. Very interesting concept. Just had to kind of get your head around it. So there we go. I'm pretty sure that's the solution. Let's keep colouring the parity. Maybe it wasn't really necessary to do the parity colouring, but there were bits where I felt it was helping. So never any harm with the software available. Would have been quite an interesting puzzle to do in a competition based on speed, actually. Because I think with a little bit of practice, you could really get your head around how to do that fast. Let's press the check button, and there we go. Thank you very much to Marvin for sending that. That was intriguing, not too difficult. I hope you had a go at it. Very approachable, I think, and quite entertaining. So lovely and interesting how it worked. I actually wonder how with that rule set, you might be able to get away with very few givens. Maybe not this pattern, but some patterns must be available where you could actually really restrict the givens down to just 1 or 2 cells. I don't know, just speculating, to be honest. Thank you very much for watching. As I say, all the extra content on the channel. In a couple of days, we're going to have the February Patreon reward. We're still deciding on its format, which is quite interesting. And look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for more Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.